I straightened my navy blue tie, taking a deep breath as I glanced at the clock on the wall. 7 p.m. sharp. The sound of laughter and clinking glasses echoed from the living room, where our guests had already gathered for the dinner party. Serena's behavior had been troubling me for weeks, months even. She had become distant, constantly glued to her phone, and her absences from home were more frequent and unexplained. A knot formed in my stomach as I recalled the passing comment from Janice, our neighbor. "Alex, don't you think it's weird how often Serena is out these days?" she had asked, her tone laced with thinly veiled curiosity. I had brushed it off at the time, chalking it up to harmless neighborhood gossip. But as the days went by, Janice's words echoed in my mind, amplifying the nagging doubts that had taken root. I had always trusted Serena implicitly. She was my partner, my confidant, the woman I had vowed to love and cherish for the rest of my life. But the secrets, the sudden mood swings, the late-night phone calls, they all painted a picture I couldn't ignore. Confiding in Emma, my closest friend and colleague, had been a lifeline. She knew the signs, having gone through a painful divorce herself. "Alex, you need to investigate," she had urged me, her eyes filled with concern. "Trust your instincts." One fateful evening, as Serena was in the shower, her phone buzzed on the nightstand, the screen lighting up with a notification. Against my better judgment, I picked it up, my heart pounding in my chest. A few taps later, and the truth was staring me in the face. Explicit messages and intimate photos exchanged with Derek, her coworker. The world seemed to stop in that moment, a surreal haze enveloping me as the weight of her betrayal crashed down. Derek, a man I had considered a friend, had been sleeping with my wife. Devastated but determined, I confided in Emma once more. We needed evidence, irrefutable proof that would leave no room for doubt or denial. With meticulous planning, we tracked Serena's movements, following her to a boutique hotel where she met Derek. Emma, ever the resourceful one, knew the manager and was able to obtain CCTV footage of their rendezvous, capturing their affair on video. Now, as I stepped into the living room, the weight of the truth felt heavier than ever. Serena and Derek were both present, mingling with our friends and family, oblivious to the bomb that was about to drop. Clearing my throat, I clinked my glass, drawing the attention of our guests. "I want to thank everyone for being here tonight," I began, my voice steady despite the turmoil within. "I have something important to share." With a few taps on my laptop, a slideshow began to play, displaying the damning evidence we had gathered. The explicit messages, the intimate photos, and finally, the video footage. The room fell deathly silent, the air thick with tension and disbelief. Serena's face drained of color, her eyes wide with shock and fear. Derek, too, seemed frozen, his jaw hanging open as the truth of his infidelity played out for all to see. Our friends and family exchanged horrified glances, some averting their eyes from the screen, unable to bear witness to the betrayal unfolding. Emma, my loyal friend, stood by my side, her unwavering support a beacon in the storm. "We thought it was important for everyone to know the truth," she stated, her voice firm and unapologetic. But Serena and Derek were not ready to admit defeat. In a desperate attempt to save face, they lashed out, spreading lies and rumors about me at work, claiming that I had fabricated the evidence out of jealousy and spite. Their smear campaign backfired spectacularly. My boss, who had attended the dinner party and witnessed the unveiling of the truth, knew me better than to believe their lies. He saw through their pathetic attempts to discredit me, and instead of tarnishing my reputation, their actions only served to further expose their own deceit. I had also spoken to Derek's wife, presenting her with the evidence of her husband's infidelity. Her anguished cries still echoed in my memory, a haunting reminder of the collateral damage their affair had caused. With the truth laid bare, I made it my mission to ensure that Serena and Derek's transgressions were known throughout our social circle. They had once been respected members of our community, but now they were pariahs, outcasts shunned for their betrayal. In the aftermath of that fateful dinner party, life as I knew it had been shattered beyond repair. The once solid foundation of my marriage crumbled beneath the weight of Serena's betrayal, leaving me adrift in a sea of uncertainty and heartbreak. The days that followed were a blur of emotion, anger, hurt, and a profound sense of loss that consumed me. I had loved Serena with every fiber of my being, and the realization that her love had been a lie was a bitter pill to swallow. Emma remained my rock through it all, her unwavering support a lifeline as I navigated the turbulent waters of this new reality. She had been there from the beginning, helping me uncover the truth and standing by my side as I confronted Serena and Derek's deceit. "You did the right thing, Alex," she would remind me whenever the doubts crept in. "They brought this upon themselves." And she was right. As much as the truth had devastated me, it was Serena and Derek's actions that had set this chain of events in motion. They had made their choices, and now they were facing the consequences. Derek's life had unraveled before his very eyes. The once respected colleague and family man was now a pariah, his reputation in tatters. He had lost his job, his wife had left him, taking their children with her, and his social circle had all but disintegrated. Serena, too, was reaping the bitter fruits of her betrayal. Our once idyllic suburban home now felt like a prison, every room a reminder of the life we had built together, now tainted by her infidelity. I couldn't bear to be there any longer, the memories too painful to endure. It was a difficult decision, but I knew I had to leave. I packed what little belongings I could and found a modest apartment across town, a fresh start away from the ghosts of our past. Serena, desperate and remorseful, tried to cling to the remnants of our relationship, begging for forgiveness and a second chance. Her pleas fell on deaf ears, for how could I trust her again after such a profound betrayal? "Alex, please," she would implore, her eyes brimming with tears. "I made a mistake, but I love you. We can get through this." But her words rang hollow, a hollow echo of the vows she had broken. I had moved on, my heart hardened by the pain she had inflicted. With a heavy heart, I served her with divorce papers, officially severing the ties that had once bound us together. It was a bittersweet moment, a closing of a chapter that had once held so much promise. As the legal proceedings unfolded, the true extent of Serena's deceit became apparent. She had not only been unfaithful with Derek, but had also squandered a significant portion of our savings on lavish gifts and rendezvous with her lover. The betrayal cut deeper than I could have ever imagined, but I refused to let it consume me. With Emma's support and the comfort of my new surroundings, I slowly began to piece my life back together, one day at a time. The divorce was finalized after months of emotional turmoil, and though the pain still lingered, a weight had been lifted. I was free from the shackles of Serena's betrayal, free to forge a new path forward. Emma and I grew closer during this trying time, our shared experiences creating a bond that transcended friendship. She understood the depths of my pain in a way no one else could, for she had walked a similar path herself. It was a gradual process, but with her by my side, the wounds began to heal. The darkness that had once consumed me gave way to glimmers of light, and I found myself rediscovering the person I had been before Serena's deception. Life had thrown me a curveball, but I was determined to emerge stronger, wiser, and more resilient than ever before. The road ahead was uncertain, but with Emma's unwavering support and my newfound determination, I knew that I could weather any storm that came my way. This is where our story comes to an end. Share your thoughts in the comments section. Thanks for your precious time. If you enjoyed this story, then please make sure you subscribe to this channel. That would help me a lot. Click on the video you see on the screen, and I will see you there.